Well, we've been here for about 2 hours. Like 2.5 hours.
It's an interesting, good experience.
Good experience?
Yep.
You feel knowledged about this college?
I feel like I know more and I'm interested in knowing even more.
That's a quality you should carry on throughout life. So let me paint you a picture of what's happening right now. We had our APUSH exam last Wednesday. A lot of us did fairly bad on that. I personally made an 80 on it, and it brought my grade down from a 94 to a 93, so I'm actually not so discontented about that. But my teacher, she wanted to give us one more chance for us to redeem ourselves, so to say, and so she gave us an essay to write about which movements or events brought about the greatest change in America and which ones are overrated. And so she had us write this, but it's due tomorrow at noon on Edmodo. And so far, you have written that much.
Out for soft areas in the floor where a person could fall through. Period. Question mark, question mark.
So you just spotted out the fact that Google's behind us. The Google car. Interesting. Oh yeah, see? Google Maps. This is like the third time I've seen them here too. So it must be, I don't know. There it goes.
Right up Dorchester Road.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I don't think that was the Google Maps.
What was that, you think?
Or maybe it was the Google Maps. I can't tell. But it's going to Ashley Ridge. For some reason.
Because of all the new stuff.
There it goes. Alright. Okay.
How was your day?
It was alright.
Really? Alright.
It would have been better. But you made an 87 on a APUSH quiz. Which means you missed 2 questions out of 15. And you... It's your fault. But you're okay with it, because, you know, you're not going to care about it in a couple of whiles from now. Right?
Right.
Right.
I think so.
Right. There's supposed to be announcements. And usually when there's no announcements, I can run down here and I can do them. So hopefully that is the case. I'm a little nervous though. Just gotta be calm.
I'm doing quite well. How are you?
This is rough.
Yes, Mr.
I
Holiday.
was noticing a lack of announcements, and I was wondering if you
But you can't do your DJ voice. You have to
can't?
wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Wham Bam Thank You Ma'am?
Yeah.
Okay, I can do Wham Bam Thank You Ma'am.
Can you do the announcement?
Can you do it? Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
I can,
Okay.
if no one else is here to do it.
Okay.
Ashley Ridge students, will you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. The Black History Committee will be meeting on Thursday at ILT in B202. All members, please get your lunch, then report to Mrs. Ward's room for your meeting.
Seniors who are attending the senior trip, reminder, next payment is coming up soon, as well as needing rooming information as soon as possible. AR Cares is sponsoring a bake sale today during ILT to support money, or to raise money to support Emily Hutt. Please come by yourself a treat and help show Emily that AR cares. Anyone who is interested in trying out for boys golf this season, please contact Coach Beckham for more details. Tryouts start on February 1st. Softball tryouts will be held February 1st as well at 4:15. An updated physical is needed to participate. See Coach Shannon for more details. Teacher cadet applicants are available in room D220 for anyone who is interested in taking the course next year. Applicants are due by February 12th. Any questions? See Miss Merritt in room D220. TTC and regional employers are offering rising high school juniors and seniors the opportunity for paid youth apprenticeships. Receive paid on-the-job training within the classroom instruction as dual credit students. Parent information night sessions will begin this Thursday night. That is tonight, January 14th at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. for the manufacturing apprenticeship in building 920, room 791. And actually, that is all I have for you, and I hope you have a great Thursday, and I hope you all do well. Thanks. That's a little sloppy, but...
You done, Kevin?
Yep.
Okay, thank you, Kevin. That was short and sweet.
Yep.
Appreciate it. Thank you, love.
Thank you. I didn't really want it to be short and sweet. But you know, you gotta do what you're told. So I kind of had a self-revelation today.
Really?
At the very end of the day. And that was, we were in math, and I was enjoying it, and I mean, the day before, it was yesterday, it was like right after my A-Push class went into math. Mrs. Allers wasn't there, so we had this worksheet to do, and I didn't like it, and I went through it really slowly, and I just was like, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm not smart, this is, And that was, and today, I enjoyed doing it because it was more like, ooh, solving a puzzle in a way. Mm-hmm. And the reason for that is my attitude towards it, because yesterday it was followed right by me finding out that in my A-Push class there was a blog the night before, and I wasn't notified at all about it, and usually I get notifications for it.
Did you show your teacher that you didn't get one?
Well, she doesn't care, because she's like, well, she said, it's like a spoken rule, like, you check the blog every night, and if it's not up by a certain time, then there's not a blog. But I usually don't have to check, because I get notified with my iPod and with my email and that, but there wasn't a single email sent to me about that. Mm-hmm. So I missed that, so it's going to be some points off there. And so just carrying that knowledge into the class made me just not even really care.
Well, just you put a negative tone on.
Yeah, so that's when today was kind of, when I was thinking about that, was just the fact that attitude really changes everything. And it's something that it's not like I haven't known that, but it means a lot more when you find that out and experience it for yourself. And then it's kind of like more impactful in a way, just knowing that, and like knowing from personal experience what that's like. And I don't know, it's interesting. So now I'm just kind of feeling that little three-worded phrase, you know, like And it also kind of ties in with earlier today, because I ended up doing the announcements again.
You did.
I did, because after like 5 minutes no one else was doing it, so I asked my teacher if I could go down there and do that. And see, by this time I was prepared, because I had done it like 2 or 3 times before.
I thought it was more than that even.
It might have been, but then I was prepared this time, because every other time before I was always like upset. Oh, I should have recorded myself doing that, so I can be like, yeah, look at this. Look back at yourself doing that. And so I did it this morning, but then something happened, and my iPod just died, or it shut off. And then I turned it back on, and the video wasn't there, even though I knew it was recording the entire thing. But and usually that would have ticked me off, but I was just kind of like happy in the moment that I was able to do that. And I was just kind of thinking about that.
It was in
too.
the middle of doing the announcement.
Yeah, like from
So
beginning.
you had to still act happy and sound happy.
Well, I
You
didn't.
couldn't let that.
No, I didn't know until after that it didn't record,
Okay.
because I kind of set it up and stuff. But yeah, but I was still happy afterwards, because my attitude about it was, I was glad that I was able to do that instead of focusing directly on the fact that even though I was glad to do that, I didn't record any of it. So that's your life lesson for today. Is attitude changes everything.
Well, and how stuff from one thing can carry over into something else that's not even related. But
Yeah,
you
that's
know, like how people can bring their work home. They have a
Mhm.
crummy day at work, and then they can bring it home, and it's like they bring crumminess into the home atmosphere.
yeah, that's where the idea spawned from, because it was like I enjoyed doing this, and I probably would have enjoyed doing this yesterday, except what happened before bled into that experience. And so it's like you really have to work on continuously changing your attitude towards things.
Well, and leaving stuff like work at work, and leaving a push stuff with a push. You know,
Not letting things
not
bleed
carrying it
over.
to everything
Yeah.
else, but yeah. What would you call it? Compartmentalizing? I don't know.
Yeah. Compartmentalizing changes everything. It's not attitude.
Well,
It's blocking your feelings away.
set this aside. Okay, something else. Well, you know, I'm sure it's both, but it's,
They both play a big part in it.
yeah.
Or compartmentalizing plays a part in your attitude,
Yeah.
and your attitude changes everything. Would you say? Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you doing that to appease me?
Both.
Both. She's like, they're two separate things.
They're two different things, but they can work together.
Yeah. They have some relation to each other.
Yeah. And compartmentalizing just means you're keeping your apples with your apples and your oranges with your oranges. Doesn't mean you're really dealing with your apples yet, but you're not letting them mix.
Mm-hmm.
And then the attitude thing is actually dealing with it.
Mm. True.
Dealing with your apple problem.
Put the knowledge on you.
Anytime.
Someone hit you with a smart stick. Okay. You wanna leave us off with anything?
What?
What do you mean?
What was that question?
How was that? Do you want to leave us off with anything?
It was kind of a roller coaster day, but you know what? I'm going to leave that. I'll leave that over yonder. I'm with you, and I'm going to enjoy my time with you.
So she's speaking with experience too. Back to the viewers at home, which will most likely just be you and me and relatives,
Relatives.
or my younglings, if they ever get a hold of my YouTube channel. What do you have to say to your grandchildren?
Kevin is awesome. And I'm so proud of him. And so is Savannah and Cassie.
You heard it here first, kids. You're the best dad there is. Certified. This is the right building.
This is it?
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
How about that? Thumbs up there.
Sweetie,
Hey,
having fun with you.
this is where we are right now. The Trident Technical Building. And I'm kind of stressed out because you have stuff that you need to do. You didn't know there was going to be this. Hopefully it turns out the best. And you'll learn something. Maybe something will happen. What did you do to me?
I did his hair.
What day is it?
It is Friday the 15th
It is.
of January,
And it-
2016.
Yes. This is what she did to me.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Do you want a round video of it?
Sure. Get it from all angles, even though you won't really be able to see it.
My hand's great.
I can't wait until my children see this. Hi, sons and potential daughter. Wait, get it like.
I was like peeping through your hair.
Yeah, I gotta give you credit for that though. That's really nice how it's like not just. I was thinking it'd be like boom, 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 but this has got.
Formality.
Yeah, it's
Here.
my new style.
Bam. There's cues to it.
It's my new look.